7 years ago, the University of Calaba admitted my colleagues into this fine institution in the hopes that after a certain period of time, they would graduate and practice without any issues. Fast forward to now, they are telling them that after spending 7 years in this school, that may not happen.
His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi, again. Oh yes. He has declared to run for the presidential seat comes 2027, and this will be his second shot at the #1 office. And in his declaration, he made a donation of 20 million naira to University of Calaba. Remember, the dentist students some weeks ago protested and were crying. In fact, they were asked to go home because they could not meet up with the accreditation. But now His Excellency have donated 20 million naira in order to sort all this problem out. Now, before we allow you to watch this particular video, let's look at this critically a bit. The President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, just 48 hours ago promised to build a new APC secretariat in Abuja.
And the governors are here, 23 of them, to help identify with the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, FCT. And we should put a committee together of progressive governors to find an appropriate land and build a befitting secretariat.
Okay. Now, according to Punch newspaper, they said that the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on Thursday reviewed plan to build a new national secretariat for the All Progressive Congress in Abuja. And according to the news, we will look for an appropriate land to build a befitting secretariat, Tinubu declared at the 14th APC National Executive Committee meeting held at the State House Conference Center, Abuja. Now, you now know who have the priority of Nigerians at heart. Peter Obi has been donating money from one state to another to the extent that he was threatening not to visit Edo State the other day. And now he has donated 20 million naira to dentist school. And not just that, in my last video, we talked about how he donated 50 million naira for infrastructural development in Christ the King College in Onitsha, his alma mater. When last have you heard Atiku, Amechi, Tinubu, El-Rufai, all of these political actors as of today making a donation into any educational sector or healthcare within the last 25 years? As a private, not as a governor, not as a minister, not as any political appointee, but as a private citizen. When last have you heard? Some may say that some people like to do their things off camera. Now lie. If you do them, you go show. Anyway, let's take a listen to Mr. Peter Obi's declaration and the advice he has for Nigerian politicians.
School of Medicine, medical school was to be closed down. I said, you can't close it now. You close it down, I have failed. Tell me what they need and I'll bring it to them. And I did it. And that's where you are. 2, education is the most critical measure of development after health. So we need to invest in it. So I'm not here doing you a favor. I'm here because investing in you is critical for development of our nation. And that's why I continue to say we must dismantle this country as it is today, so we can invest. Nigeria is not a poor country. It is poorly governed by people like me. And that's what we want to change. Nothing else. We're not asking for anything. Just change it where those of us who have opportunity to serve will know we didn't come here with any power. It is by His grace. And we must serve that grace. So whatever you're going through, mine is to create the awareness. And that awareness is to start by giving you whatever token I will give you. The care you want. I have a supplier in Lagos who said to me, It's about while you wrote the letter. Who wrote the letter?
Henry.
Okay, because they wrote the letter and said it's between 1.5 to 2 million. No, it's actually twice that. Because I made the inquiry myself. I went to somebody who supplied and he said it's about 3-4 million naira. So I said, okay, you're looking for 15. Even if I buy 3, even if I buy 4, even if I buy whatever I can buy, I'm not going to create awareness for other people to understand you. You need it.
Yes, sir.
All these ones that just have a defeat.
Yes, sir.
And have a life.
Yes, sir.
You're not asking for 2 more.
Yes.
And there's no reason why your country should not be glad to give you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now that you have heard from Mr. Peter Obi, is it not obvious to us that this is the man that we need for 2027 election to be the president of Nigeria?
When 2027 comes, we'll be there. I assure you, I will contest. Thank you very much.
See it as a campaign that I'm running for Mr. Peter Obi. Yes, I'm a Nigerian and I want good things for myself and that of my family. So yes, when I see the good thing, I'll go for it. So you don't expect me to be supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu for whatever reason. What has he been able to achieve within the last 2 years? He was the one that removed fuel subsidy, and whenever you ask him and his chronics to explain to us what they have used that subsidy removal money to do, they will tell you the coastal highway, they will tell you that there is more money to the state governors. How no? You remove money, the subsidy, you bring more suffering to Nigerians, and there was no any plan on ground. Where did you invest this money? You are talking about how you have increased the allocation of the state governors. It doesn't make any sense. I think what you should do is invest in this money into healthcare, into education, into our security. Those are the 3 places that you can invest money into immediately as it is in Nigeria today: healthcare, education, security. Those 3 sectors need serious investment into it. And by the time you invest into education, healthcare, and then you create enabling environment for job creation, people will be lifted out of poverty by default. It is not a duty. I have been saying this for a while now. It is not 100% the duty of the government to provide all the jobs for hard citizens. It is the duty of the government to provide an enabling environment for its citizens in order for them to be empowered. Imagine that you have policies in place that are company friendly, you know, and those policies, as well as some tax and whatever, people will go ahead to open up businesses that will employ people and take people out of the streets. But imagine Mr. Emeka, who is selling phone accessory, and Nkechi, who is selling food by the roadside, or have a shop, provision store by the roadside, is being taxed by the local government, by the state government, by the federal government, by the agborus. So tell me, how will this person, and sell? Somebody who is a teller, who can actually, train 10 to 15 people who after their training, they will go ahead to open their own shop, have, and they keep building and all of that. The other day I saw a news of an immigrant from Cameroon to the United States of America who went to study, but he could not meet up with her tutor's fee. She went learning how to make hair, and from there, today she's one of the largest, she has one of the largest salons in the United States. One of the largest, that over 200 people can sit at a time while they are making their hair. Do we have such in Nigeria? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe if you know any, you can just let us know in the comment section. But now look at your president promising for APC secretariat. Why some students are being sent home? Because they could not afford dentist chair. They couldn't afford it. The school could not afford it. The reason why you see ASU are not protesting and all of that is because they are the one that installed this criminality government. What do you have to say about this? Let's have this conversation in the comment section. Thank you for watching.
7 years ago, the University of Calaba admitted my colleagues into this fine institution in the hopes that after a certain period of time, they would graduate and practice without any issues. Fast forward to now, they are telling them that after spending 7 years in this school, that may not happen. These are my friends. I've had classes with these people. I've played with these people. I've laughed with these people. So you are trying to tell me that after 7 years, you expect them to uproot their lives after passing exams?